Nobody wants to talk about not being able to pick your major in college. Nobody wants to talk about it. I certainly didn't for the longest time. I certainly didn't want to talk about the way I had no idea what I was doing in college. In this video, is this a podcast now that I have a microphone? Maybe. In this video, I'm going to talk about what it's like to go through college, no idea if you're happy with your major, then you come to the conclusion you're definitely not, needing to switch your major, still have no idea where you're going in life, and what that looks like, what that feels like, and how to figure it out. Because I am very fortunate to say, at this point in my college career, I figured it out. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Samara. I make a lot of college-related content on social media. My biggest platform is on TikTok, but I wanted to start a YouTube series as it is my last semester of college, and I really just wanted to share my insights of everything I've learned throughout the past 4 years and how much I've learned about myself, and help guide anyone who's either going into college lost, is lost in college, or is graduating still feeling lost. Today I want to talk about picking a major you don't like, switching that major, not liking that major, switching that major again, and having no idea what you're doing in life and how are you going to figure it out. I went into San Diego State as a music major. I went in for music business, but I didn't realize that I would be taking a lot of singing classes and a lot of classes that required me to be in a choir or be doing private opera lessons and whatnot. Stuff that I did all that in middle school. I went to a performing arts school in middle school. I did all that. I didn't really need to study it in college. I thought the music business thing was going to look a lot different than it was, but I pretty much knew off the bat that I was going to switch my major because this was not what I thought I was getting myself into. I didn't know what I wanted to switch into. I got into college. Every single college I got into, I only got in because I auditioned for whatever classical music program they had, because the amount of people who can sing opera is pretty limited, especially in the college sphere. There's not much competition there, let's say, and that's kind of easy access into a school, and then you can switch your major. So that's what I did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, though. That's the thing. I would have loved to study fashion. Oh my gosh, it's a dream major of mine. However, sorry, Obi's gonna bury his bone real quick. San Diego State didn't offer that, unfortunately. I did the next best thing, which was art, interior design. It's called interior architecture at San Diego State. It's like the same idea. I absolutely loved it the first year. Oh my gosh, I was taking art classes, I was painting, I was drawing. I had just the kindest, most loving professors. I made so many friends in those classes because everybody's so artistic like me, very expressive. And then I reached my sophomore year. I think was it halfway through my sophomore year? No, it was my junior year. And then I reached my junior year and I realized how much AutoCAD I would have to be doing, how much Revit I would have to be doing. Sorry, Obi's playing hunter-gatherer right now. So many programs on the computer I had absolutely no interest in pursuing or doing. And I hit my breaking point. I hit a wall. I literally had a mental breakdown my first day of my junior year. And I just cried for hours to my boyfriend saying, like, I don't know what I want to study. I don't know what I want to do. It certainly is not this, though. It is certainly not this. And we took some time to figure it out. Went through the SDSU website to see the list of just random obscure majors that the school offers, because I can't do anything insanely academic. I am not mathematical. I'm not scientific by any means. I just need to figure out something that can get me by in college. And how much time have we wasted at this point? We're handling this at my junior year. It's one thing to go into college, not have it figured out, but then get it figured out and commit to it. It's another thing to go into college, not have it figured out, think you figured it out, didn't figure it out, don't commit to it, and then it's a cycle. And it's a very scary cycle if you don't tackle it. I was lucky enough to be in a position where San Diego State offered this major called interdisciplinary studies, and the way this major works, you basically pick 3 different majors that you want to study, and you get to customize your own degree is how I would put it. So on the side, I was already getting my social media minor, because I just thought that would be at least something I would want to do regardless of what my major ends up being. I took all those classes and knocked them out. I actually really enjoyed those classes. They were wonderful, but they fell under JMS, okay? So I figured, if I do interdisciplinary, I can be a JMS major, a communications major, and an art major, because I took all of those art classes, and I'm like, perfect. I'm back on track. I'm back on track to graduate. However, I had to throw away the social media minor because since I'm doing JMS as one of my majors in this overall major that I have, the social media minor is kind of cheating on that because I got all my classes already done. I didn't have to put in any extra work, whatever. So no social media minor for me. We're doing grad school for that. I ended up just committing to this thing because I figured if I want to do anything in my life, I can just say I'm skilled in all of these different areas. No matter what it is I want to do, I have an idea of the direction I want to go, but I don't know what it really is that I want to do. I mean, I want to do this, right? I can use all of these things and apply them to different jobs I want to apply to or different things I want to do. And it's incredible for me because I can just go so many different routes. And it's funny that I'm graduating college this semester. I don't have it figured out. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I love my major and I'm happy with it because I have such a variety. Okay. That's a little background on my situation and me and what this has looked like so far for me. What about you though? What if you are in this situation and you're thinking to me right now, Samara, I would love to do something like that. My school doesn't offer it. I have no idea what the hell I want to do. If that's you, you really need to dissect yourself as a person first and foremost. Figure out what are you good at? What are you not good at? What routes do you see yourself going down? What routes will you absolutely not go down? Make a list out of that and cross out things based off that list, okay? What does your school offer that could give you the biggest variety possible in things that you might like doing? Is it communications? For most people, it's communications. If you have crippling social anxiety, communications is great because it will desensitize you. Trust me. I know a lot of communications majors, especially right now because of this class that I'm taking. Everyone's a comm major or an interdisciplinary major, and everyone wants to do something different in this class. We had to do these speeches today where we talked about ourselves. We had to get in front of the class, talk about ourselves, talk about our skill set, what we've accomplished in life and whatnot. And every single person that talked about their aspirations, their goals, their dreams, wants to do something different than the next. Some people want to go into social media. Some people want to go into business. Some people want to go into radio. Some people want to go into film and television. You don't have to major in a particular thing in order to get a job in that particular thing that you want to do, okay? My biggest regret in college was putting way too much value into my major and way too much value into what this title means, okay? I know when you're picking a major as a senior in high school and you're like, what do I want to do in life? What do I want to study to get me to what I want to do? The major title seems so scary and so intimidating because it's like, okay, this is it. I feel like I'm locking in my future here. How are you supposed to know your future? You're a senior in high school. Nobody's supposed to know that. And if nobody's there to tell it to you while you're in college, you're going to feel stuck in whatever you're doing. And if you decide to change, you're going to feel lost and like you're not on the right path, even though that's not even true at all. You so are on the right path because you're figuring it out. Majors aren't black and white, and college is not black and white. It's not just commit to this and this is it, unless you truly, deep down in your heart of hearts, know what you want to do, know exactly what it takes to get there, and that's it. I'm talking to the people that have no idea, that feel like they're going to be stuck if they just make a decision for themselves, right? Communications is a great way to go. It doesn't even have to be communications though. It can be journalism. It can be marketing. Marketing's great. It can be business. It can be any of these things. What I recommend is look into the types of classes you are going to have to take for these kind of more generalized majors, whether it's marketing, communications, journalism. See what classes you would like taking the best. What's going to be the easiest way for you to get through college, especially if you're already changing your major and you're going to have to make up for lost time? What classes are you going to enjoy the most? The more you enjoy the classes, the more you will likely enjoy the career path that major has to offer, or career paths that major has to offer. Really pay attention to the classes that you take, what you like, what you dislike, because classes are so particular. They're so specific. The stuff that you like to take, that's going to be the stuff that you're going to like to do and get paid for one day. Okay? Look at these generalized majors. Do not overlook these generalized majors. They are there to help you. They are there to set you on whatever path you want to go. The super hyper specific stuff is for the people who knew right out the womb what they wanted to do. And that's a blessing. That's great. That is not me dissing those people at all by any means. But that's what those super hyper specific majors are for. People who know exactly what career path they want to go down and all that. Not everybody's built that way. And we don't talk about that enough. We do not talk about how most people don't know what they want to do in life. And how beautiful is that? Like, how beautiful is it to go into college, no idea what you want to do, trying different things, being so open to change, and finding yourself? You just have to trust the process. That's what I did. There were times where I almost called it quits, and that's going to be another video I do or another segment I do where I talk about the time I almost dropped out of college because I got so depressed and I just felt so lost. I ended up not dropping out because I had to trust the process on this, and it worked out for me. But I wrote off so many things in the process. I wrote off so many different majors, like, oh, like I'm going to have to do that if I pursue that. I'm going to have to do that if I pursue that. No. Look into the classes that you're taking. Look into the different areas of journalism that you can do. That can still be social media. Look into the different areas of communications that you can do. Oh my gosh, that is like the broadest thing ever. I'll never forget my freshman year of college. I had a professor, my first communications professor, that told me, like, I just didn't know what I wanted to do in college. And so I fell into communications, and then I fell in love with communication. Give it a shot. Marketing. If you have like a business mind, if you have a strategic mind, you know how to appeal to the masses, you understand what's working in society in terms of marketing and what's not, go into marketing. Because marketing sounds like it's this super specific thing, but there's so many moving parts to marketing. If that's something you're passionate about, oh my gosh, I kind of wish I was a marketing major. I love breaking down marketing strategies and this, that, and the next, just as a hobby. Marketing sounds so fun. There's so much you could do with that. Literally, if you want to be in fashion, your school doesn't offer that, go into marketing. Because you know how to market yourself already. You don't have to hire somebody else to do that. Then you can go study fashion later on or build your own clothing brand, and you have all of the aspects down. Like, if you want to be a business owner, don't go into business, go into marketing. Just my 2 cents. I want to be a business owner one day. I would absolutely love nothing more than to own my own fashion line. I wish I went into marketing. But here we are. I still can go into some sort of marketing industry because I did a generalized major for myself. But the thing about college is you have to trust the classes that you're taking. You have to trust them because they're going to give you the assets you need to figure it out if you let them. Don't ChatGPT college away. I know it's easy. I know it's what everybody's doing. Heck, San Diego State's even encouraging that. I opened my Canvas this afternoon to do my homework. I get this pop-up notification that's like, oh, a lot of people are paying for ChatGPT. Get your student ChatGPT. It's like, what are we doing? Don't do that. Don't do that, especially when it's something you like or something you're good at. Because when you are able to kind of double down on the things that you enjoy, oh my gosh, you're going to succeed 20 times more. You're going to be able to figure out and specify what it is that you want to do. Trust the classes that you take as a college student. They are there to help you figure out what you like and what you don't like. You're not supposed to have it figured out the first day of your freshman year. That is just not how it's supposed to be. I think the best way to have a fun college experience and a moldable college experience is being open to anything and just taking note along the way of, I liked this makes me want to try this class or this major or this. I didn't like this, and this makes me want to cross all of these other things out. That's figuring out what you want to do in life. It's the classes that you take. It's not the major. It's not the title. It's the intricate classes that you take along the way. And I'm so passionate talking about this because I honestly feel like I just hit that realization as I've been explaining this. But I think that's how I want to conclude this video. You need to pay attention to your classes. And just because your school doesn't offer a specific thing doesn't mean you cannot go into that industry later. If it's something like me, for example, like I would have loved to go into fashion, go into marketing and then join the fashion club. That's a resume builder right there. You have the marketing strategy down. You're getting the fashion aspect, learning from your peers, and then you can leave college with both of those things under your belt, ready to go pursue whatever it is you need to. All of these things in college are resume builders, all of them. You just have to take advantage of the things that you want to do, especially with clubs. You have to take advantage of clubs, resume builders, absolutely. and figure out how you want to back that up with the major. Your major needs to just be kind of the backbone of wherever you want to go. It does not have to be the forefront. It is the backbone. It will support you. It will open up these options, but it's not the forefront. There's so much you can do. Do not feel tied down to your major in college. You are not tied down to your major. Your major doesn't define your future by any means. If you're anything like me, pick a general major. Take classes that you love. Talk to your professors. Ask them, how did you get here? How did you end up finding out what you wanted to do? And how did you learn that you loved it? Talk to your professors. They want these questions asked to them, and they want to help you in any way they can. College is so beautiful. You just have to allow college to college. You just have to allow yourself to experience these experiences. A lot of people think of college experiences as partying, joining a sorority, going through rush, this, that, and the next. Those are the social ones. I'm talking about the ones that are going to help you realize your passions and your goals and your dreams in life. That is the college experience, at least for me, and probably for you if you're watching this still. The college experience is allowing things to happen, taking note, and figuring it out. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This podcast, I don't know if this is going to be a podcast. I feel like this is actually going to end up turning into a podcast, and honestly, I'm okay with that. But these are going to be short little segments. Like I said, I really want to do this series on my YouTube every week leading up to my graduation. I know I already missed a couple, but I'm going to try to pull it together. This seems like the easiest format for me, just picking a topic and like really breaking it down. And I'm really excited to continue doing this. I'm going to be, of course, experimenting with microphone, camera angles, camera lenses, all that fun stuff and whatnot. But it was on my heart to talk about finding yourself or finding your passions in college and really, really hammering in that you are not tied down to your major. Your major does not define you at all. Anyways, that is all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please subscribe and like this video. I don't know if I'm going to get this on other platforms. I might, because it's quite literally podcasty. I don't know. We'll see. But it really, really helps my account out. I'm really just trying to stay consistent. And in order for me to stay motivated to make these, I have to get the algorithm to push my videos a little bit. So anything helps. I feel like a beggar right now, but seriously, people aren't kidding when they say anything helps. All right, I love you so very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!